everybody, it's Anna. Time for the Wednesday card in this week's tarot story. So today we have a major arcana card, which is a life lesson, and it is Wheel of Fortune. So I think of the lesson of Wheel of Fortune as being primarily about non-attachment. It's about not taking things too personally. The universe is in flow. It's an organism that's in flow. It's not changing its flow to reward us or to punish us. Right? It's not going to change the alter its own courses to respond to us. And this is actually pretty important because the mind tends to be very egocentric, or the ego tends to be very egocentric, and it tends to personalize things. It tends to say, well, if I do this, I get this reward, or if I mess up here, I'm going to get punished. And it reads like the signs that way. And so it begins to really feel like generally it goes towards that we live in a hostile universe because the mind, again, the ego mind over-focuses on what goes wrong. So now the mind's really developing a whole storyline that the universe is watching us, it's out to get us, it's judging us, it's knocking us down, which of course makes us generally nervous and anxious. Who wouldn't be, right? So the lesson here is that that's not what's happening. That the universe is in flow, and sometimes that flow brings us things that we like, that we prefer, and sometimes it brings us things we don't prefer. And the challenge here of non-attachment is to come to the universe with open hands all the time. We let blessings flow in. We don't grasp onto them. We know they're going to leave because that's the flow of the universe. We enjoy them while they're here, and we release them when they go. And then we receive challenges, recognizing that in the challenges, when we come to challenges with open hands, we discover there's blessings in them too. And I'm not saying anything new. If you ever allowed a challenge, invited a challenge, you probably discovered there were points of expansion always in that challenge. Places where you discovered pain points and mindsets that were ready to expand, all because that challenge came your way. So the thing is, the universe is not trying to do things for us personally, but our souls are in connection with the universe. They know how to navigate these ebbs and flows. If we can relax and trust it and be non-attached to what is in front of us, we discover we become masterful at navigating these shifting tides, right? So yesterday's card was the Two of Cups reversed, and we talked about how we may be feeling blocked in our ability to really share our hearts with somebody else. Maybe because, we're not sure, we don't want to be rejected, we're a little afraid, maybe we've got some background that tells us we can get, judged or hurt. And so we're, even though this person may feel like they truly love us, we're not feeling comfortable. We're kind of holding back or guarding around that connection, which means we're not getting the proper nurture we need for our hearts to kind of root in and then grow up and begin to expand on the spiritual journey. And the reason we might be holding back is because we do have a story our mind has told us. We had an experience of pain or thwarted expectations in the past, and the mind told a story about it, and now the mind's trying to guard against repeating that story. It's looking at the universe as though it's hostile. And so now, even though someone's in front of us who loves us and wants to support us, we are still seeing them as hostile because that story is infiltrating us, right? So I think these two cards work nicely together. Today, look at where, what happens when your expectations are thwarted. Are you able to sort of claim your disappointment or your struggle, but also look for the blessing inside of it. There's always opportunity in everything that comes. Is your mind able to be flexible enough not to dig into that resistance, being mad and frustrated, write a story about it? Is your mind able to go, okay, not what I wanted, not what I expected, but all right, let's see what else is possible. That's what we're looking for with, I think, the Wheel of Fortune. So that's our card for today. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.